The question I ask myself is, what is real architectural quality and where does it emerge from? Therefore, the focus of my thesis lies in the perception of the human being within his built environment. The rational, visual worldview is questioned, while the peripheral, sensory of perception becomes part of the discussion. The key issue is not the visual appearance of a room, but its sensual tactility and the relation, the feeling towards the human body. While the thesis part deals with the draft of a personal design method based on a phenomenological approach, the second part puts the formulated method into practice. Instead of merely focusing on visual aspects during designing, to me, the discipline of architecture should at least consider the fragile relationship between spaces and human perception. That relation, or more specific, how humans interact with their surroundings, with all their senses, should be essential as a design tool. To reflect the thoughts and emotions we experience, we need the man-made space. Architecture, therefore, is our suit. It becomes the second skin of the human being. The tactility of spaces, the relationship between light, shadow, and the human body is crucial. It articulates the room, it gives it structure, scale, and intimacy, and mostly helps us to grasp architecture as a whole. In my view, architecture needs to evolve from the standpoint of the user. We have to begin with the things closest to the dweller. At the same time, architects need to be aware of the genius loci of a place. We have to read and continue the history of our surroundings. Architecture should evoke a dialogue with a place, and therefore needs to be placed sensible. By fragmenting a design into smaller episodes, we can deeply focus on the interaction between human and architecture. Those fragments then merge together by the inhabitant itself exactly in that moment where he starts to dwell in a space. This is where architecture becomes the nest, the center of our existence. A building should start a dialogue. It should invite us to dwell.